Odie Log Sports Info here, back with another vid for you guys. Yeah, y'all, hit that subscribe, like, bell icon so y'all can be notified if this real, because y'all know Odie Log keeps it real. Let me turn off this damn music. Yeah, you guys, but I apologize for the music, and happy 4th of July to anybody who's celebrating it. You know, they still, going at it by my house with the fireworks, whatever. But let's get into the video, right? Let's get into the video. So I was listening to the boxing voice the other day, right? I was listening to the boxing voice. And Nestor Gibbs, he basically just spoke the truth about Earl Spence Jr. resume, right? He said Triple G broke Kell Brook face, and then Earl Spence Jr. beat him after after Triple G broke his face. And I'm sorry for the echo, but I'm in the man cave today. I got the kids, so I'm in the man cave. But it's the truth, right? Kell Brook face was broke, and then it's a difference. See, it's a total difference from a retina tear and a broken orbital bone. A retina tear is totally different than your eye socket being broke, right? It's totally different. And if you see the x-rays, because they had showed the x-rays of Kell Brook eye socket, it was fractured in a couple of places back then, right? And if you guys was paying attention back then, Earl Spence Jr. was trying to rush the fight, but Kell Brook was trying to get more time. Because you have to understand, this man has to heal up from an orbital bone broke in his face. He can't spar. He can't get in the ring and spar. Right? So after he got his face broken by Triple G, he was basically just on the sidelines resting, trying to get his face back healed. And if you guys know anything about orbital bones, once one side gets broken, the other side becomes weaker. And if the side that's broken doesn't heal properly, the other side can break easily. This is a fact. It's just a fact. So when Earl Spence Jr. broke the other side of the orbital bone, fractured the other side, it was because Triple G broke the other side and it didn't heal properly. Right? So, right, this guy, and if you guys want to know who I'm talking about this guy, Money Brown, TV. Right? The guy, Money Brown. I'm talking about this guy. Right? Because I guess one of his videos came up on my recommendation. I just looked at the video, probably about 10 minutes ago. And I'm like, what did Nestor Gibbs say that was wrong? That wasn't a fact. Right? This is the extent that the Earl Spence Jr. fanboys go to, that the ErrolSexuals go to. They deny facts. They actually deny facts. Did Kell Brook get his eye broke by Triple G? Yes or no? Yes, right? Yes. Then he got mad off of the dude, but Nestor Gibbs saying that Sean Porter, he put up a great fight and that a lot of people wanted to see a rematch because they really thought it was a draw. Yeah, a lot of people did. What did he lie about? He's not lying. And then he said Udenis Ugas had 4 losses. What did he lie about? That's a fact. Everything this man is saying is a fact. But this is the ErrolSexuals mentality. They don't want to deal with facts. They want to move facts, right? They want to make facts seem like it's something else. They spin facts. And it's ridiculous at this point, right? See, I've been saying for, like over a year, I don't even think this fight is going to happen. But I got baited back into it. I got baited back into it because Terrence Crawford, he did leave Top Rank, right? So I thought it was a glimmer of a chance. A glimmer. But we have to understand. I'm going to go back to my original statement a year ago. Almost 2 years ago when I said this. Before any other person said this. Right? Because people, they steal my talking points all the time. I know that. I know they steal my talking points because I got a small, tiny channel. I know you steal it. I know you do. I can be in your comment section and you don't even acknowledge me. I know you steal my shit. It's all good though. Right? It's all good. But I'm going to go back to my original point. Al Heyman and the PBC do not want to risk the Texas market. I see, right? Like, and I hear people, speaking my talking point now. Oh yeah, like the Texas. It's like, bro, that was here first. That was on Odilo Sports Info first. Nobody on YouTube was talking about that. That's a fact. It's a fact. But I put it in the comment. See, that's the thing about what you got the, like if you got a channel and you're on YouTube, don't put a good talking point in somebody's comment section, right? Especially if they're not going to acknowledge you because they're going to take your talking point and they're not going to even say where they got it from. You feel what I'm saying? But me, on the other hand, it's whatever. If I get it from you, I get it from you. I'm going to salute you. Salute. You know what I'm saying? Go and subscribe to their channel. Right? But the ErrolSexuals, they just don't, I just don't really understand this at this point. Right? You can't even speak facts. See, look. Like B-Mac, he had made a point. Look, I was looking at the Mac mod. B-Mac, he made a point. It was a great point too. I'm trying to really think of it, but he made a great point. He said, if I have a bet with you, right? If I have a bet with you to do something, right? We have a bet, right? We have a bet for $200. We have a bet for $200. And then after that bet, you win the bet, right? You win the bet. And then I say, oh, I'm gonna start paying you, like $20 a month, until I get rid of that $200. That's moving the goalpost. Yeah, you still paying me my money, but you moving the goalpost. You playing, right? You want to penny pinch me my money when we got a bet? We got a bet for $200, $200, right? We got a bet just for a lousy $200, and then you win the bet, and then I tell you, hey, I'm just gonna pay you $20 a month, man, until I get rid of that debt. It's moving the goalposts. It's the same thing that Errol Spence Jr. did to Terrence Bud Crawford, to this man on the screen. It's the same damn thing, right? He told this man, him and Keith Thurman, actually, right? Because I can't just put it just on Earl. No, I'm not just gonna put it on Earl. I'm gonna put it on Keith Thurman too. Salute 913. Salute, brother. I'm gonna put it on Earl too. On Keith too, because they both told him, get a belt and we can fight, right? Get a belt, and then we can, then we can look at a fight. He got a belt, and they start maneuvering other places. That's called ducking. Period, point blank. Then when you ask this man, hey, well, you told me to get a belt. What's up? Oh, well, Sean Porter got a belt. What? Huh? I don't care about Sean Porter having a belt. You said on ESPN First Take with Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith, you said this on ESPN on national fucking television. You told me to get a belt and we can fight. And I got a belt, and you moved the goalpost. You said, I'm going to take the easy route and knock out Sean Porter. And you couldn't even do that. Salute Will AK-79, bud. Yeah, man. And you couldn't even do that. You said you was going to knock out Porter. You couldn't even do that. You said you was going to knock out Mikey. Couldn't even do that. Right? You couldn't even drop Eudanis Ugas, who had 4 losses. And Ray Robinson was able to drop him. Ray Robinson, right? Abel Ramos wobbled him. Right? But you wasn't even able to drop the man. Yes, of course Eudanis Ugas took a lot of punishment because he's standing right in front of you. They're not about to give Crawford the fight unless he signs to yeah, exactly. That's exactly why Mayweather is around 913, because he's trying to get his hand in the cookie jar. Right? He's trying to get his hand in the cookie jar. Porter turned Spence on. Exactly. Spent him like a top. Will AK. Spent him like a top. Right? Spent him like a top. And it was embarrassing. That's when you really knew he's not on Crawford level. Right? That's when you really knew. Now go and look at the Crawford fight and look at Sean Porter trying to spin Crawford. Crawford is waiting for it. He's waiting for it. He already know what he about to do. Right? You see when Sean Porter threw a left hook, and then Crawford just caught him with the right hand behind the head, and Olay threw his ass into the side of the ropes. Olay. Go back and look at the fight. Sean Porter threw up his hands like he threw up that hand like, yeah, that was a good one. Exactly, bro. He was ready for all that shit. He was coasting with his friend. This is what people don't really understand. Crawford was coasting with his friend. He did not want to brutalize his friend. That's his friend. But y'all forced it. And then when he knocked down Sean Porter twice in one round, within a minute, y'all wanted it to continue. Oh, Sean Porter, oh, man, he was in good health. Oh, Kenny Porter, he threw in the towel too early. Yep. Uh-huh. Now, if Sean Porter would have ended up brain damage, what y'all would have did? Huh, ErrolSexuals? Huh? Just for y'all pleasure, huh? Come on, man. Y'all guys are sick and pathetic. Just for y'all pleasure. Y'all wanted to see Sean Porter get annihilated. That should have let Sean Porter know y'all not really his fans. Y'all put him in the way of Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. Yes, you did, ErrolSexuals. Y'all know what y'all did, because after that fight, y'all was saying, before the fight, Errol Spence, he's about to knock out Porter. He's going to knock him out. Knock him out cold. He's going to knock out Porter. And then he go life and death with Sean. He went life and death with Sean Porter. Got a knockdown in the 11th round. Barely eke it out. And then what y'all do? Oh, Sean Porter, he need to fight Terrence Crawford. That'd be a good, that'd be a good test for Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter. Sean Porter get up in there and get dropped within a minute, twice, within a minute, twice. It still had 2+ minutes. It still had 2 minutes and something left on the clock. What the hell do y'all think was going to happen to Sean Porter? ErrolSexuals. With over 2 minutes left on the clock, what do y'all think was going to happen to Sean Porter? Y'all don't care, though. Y'all didn't care. Right? Y'all wanted him to get brutalized and hurt real bad just for y'all pleasure. Right? When he didn't have no chance to win that fight, his daddy seen it. His daddy seen the writing on the wall. My son went down twice. The first time he drooling from the mouth from an uppercut. The second time he's trying to get up. Yes, he pounded on the ground. Yes, he's pounded on the ground. But look at his arms after he pounded on the ground. Look at his arms shaking. Y'all didn't care though, right? Then as soon as Errol Spence Jr. seen that, pew, meet me, pew, meet me, pew, I'm out of here. Scary ass. That was some scary shit. I have never seen a boxer ever do that. After a fight, you actually get up, pew. Ellie Setback got to run you down. Ellie Setback is damn near jogging on the side of you, bruh. This is how fast you trying to get out the building. Coward ass. Then immediately tweet, but if I was Sean Porter, I wouldn't pay my daddy. Shut your coward ass up. Huh? What? If you was Sean Porter, you wouldn't pay your daddy. What? Man, like the ErrolSexuals, bro, they love a lot of soft activities out here. A lot of soft activities, right? Man, like, you feel what I'm saying? The Spence don't have the legs to take, but exactly, bro. Spence, he just don't have the, he don't have the punch play. I mean, like, he just don't have the punch placement and stuff like that. Like, Bud is gonna catch him in between his punches. You had Porter winning 9-1-3. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Like, I had Porter kind of, man, like, I either had it Porter winning or a draw. It was no way Errol Spence Jr. won that fight. Period. I did not have Errol Spence Jr. winning. Yes, I could say that. I could say that 9-1-3. It was either a draw or Porter winning. For real. Because I could not see Errol Spence Jr. was getting spent all night by Porter. Right? This is the guy who he called a football player. This is the guy who he called an unskilled, bum. This is the same guy who Errol Spence Jr. called all these things, but he took you for a ride, huh? Took you for a ride. And you seen what you did in the third round? From the third to the fourth round, and the referee didn't call nothing? You hit that man with at least 12, 13 low fucking blows. Right? Because your jab wasn't working. And that's what Crawford got to watch out for. When Spence jab ain't working, he goes into dirty tactics. Right? To try to get the jab back working. And this is a fact. Go and look at Kell Brook. Yes. Kell Brook fight. Go and look at it. Y'all better really, man, but people better stop looking at these fights with biased eyes and really look at the fight and see what these dudes doing in the ring. Yes, Errol Spence Jr., he hit you on your hips, right, which is illegal. Yes, Errol Spence Jr., he hit you anywhere, which is illegal. A lot of places illegal. Now go back and look at the Sean Porter fight from the 3rd round to like the 6th round. Now go and look at it and tell me that Errol Spence Jr. wasn't low blowing that man. Tell me he wasn't. Right? Because I can see what my own 2 eyes showed me all I needed to see. I just looked at it the other day. I said, man, this was just brutality. And they didn't take no point away from Errol Spence Jr. They didn't take a point away. They didn't even have the audacity to take a point away from that man brutalizing Sean Porter nuts, man. Brutalizing him. That's why Sean Porter started fighting more aggressive. Go and look at it. Go and look at the 3rd round. That's when Sean Porter started fighting more aggressive. After he started getting low blowed, because he figured, hey, I can't just stand back here and let this man just get away with low blowing me. The referee ain't saying shit. That's a fact. It's all facts. Salute, Jaguar Black. All facts. You know I'm speaking facts. I'm speaking nothing but facts, bro. That's all I speak is facts on my channel. Nothing but facts. I don't come with no speculation, my sources, or, this hearsay bullshit. No. Facts. Right? And if it's my opinion, I'm going to tell you it's my opinion. Simple as that. And, man, I'm not the type of guy that's going to get on the internet and be shucking and jiving, lying to people for clicks and views. Why? I get money outside of YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? I do this shit for the passion of the sport. I don't do this for money. I don't do this for, for subscribers and views. I do this shit because I want people to know the truth about the sport. Because if we all know the truth, we all on the same page and we all can get the fucking fights we want. Simple. But if we divide it, we ain't gonna never get the fights we want. Never. Why? Because they gonna play both sides. I mean, come on, that's just how it is. They're gonna play both sides, divide and conquer. That's the motto. So this is why I get on YouTube and I just be speaking, all this real stuff. Right? And I like calling out dudes who just be, that just be pushing narratives for clicks and views. Fanon, Blue Blood, Boxing Ego, Dante, Money Brown now, BFTB, man, and the list goes on and on and on. Right? 78, Trill Boxing, they got all these dudes. Clicks and views. They're not going to give you this solid real shit from this little channel. It's a tiny channel, but I'm going to give you the real. That's just how it is. But yeah, man, we got to get up off of this, bro. I mean, for real. If you speak facts, it's facts, right? It's a fact that Bob Arum, it's a fact. It's a FACT fact that Bob Arum didn't promote Terrence Bud Crawford well. That's a fact. That's my favorite fighter. And what? It's a fact. But at the same time, let's not act like that Errol Spence Jr. is really putting up these superb numbers. Because he's not. And that's a fact. Y'all better go back and look what Steven Espinoza said in 2014. He's not releasing any numbers unless they're record-breaking. 2.4 million or better. Mayweather numbers. And nobody on the PBC has done that. Nobody. Not Earl, not Wilder, not Tank, nobody. So why should we believe these 250,000 K, 350,000 K? That ain't record-breaking numbers. That's not record-breaking. Right? No, that's just something that they leak out. That's just something that they leak out. Right there, Mike Coppinger, he catch on to it, even though we know that he can be lying sometimes, right? According to Floyd Mayweather, right? According to Floyd Mayweather, he said, hey, Mike Coppinger works for ESPN, so come on, so he can be lying sometimes. No, it's just shit they leak out, right? And then certain reporters catch on to it, then they leak it out, and then we get it, and then we leak it out, right? Then you repeat a lie so many times, what it becomes? The truth. Even though it's a lie. Earl ain't putting up them numbers. He's not. Earl ain't putting up them numbers. If Earl Spence Jr. got $35 and $40 tickets at Dallas Stadium, he not putting up them numbers. I don't care what the hell y'all talking about. Right? Let's go and see Floyd Mayweather. Let's see any Floyd Mayweather ticket $35. Name one Manny Pacquiao ticket that was $40. I'll wait. Right? Knock it off, man. Oh man, he set records. Oh man, he sold like 5-8 million, like something like that, 5 to 8 million. He had 39,000 people in the building. Shit, that's kind of low, right? Oh yeah, Willie AK, yeah, man. But I know that Jerry Jones, he buying them seats, man. Like he been buying them for a while. He started buying them with Mikey. They started up their deal with Mikey. That was their first little, connection with Mikey Garcia. You feel what I'm saying? And then Earl, he was acting like it's like, no, Mikey brung more, majority of them people, right? Mikey brung them people. Earl, you need Terrence Crawford. You have to really face it, bro. You need Terrence Crawford more than he needs you. And I got to disagree. With my brother Bushido. Respectfully disagree with my brother Bushido. I do not think my brother Bud Crawford should go to the PBC and sign his life away. Hell no. 2-fight deal? Yes, I was. Yes, I will say 2-fight deal. I will say that, Bushido. 2-fight deal? Yes. 3-fight? Hell no. Hell no. No. You not getting me on no Pacquiao situation, bro. Y'all got to remember when did Pacquiao sign to the PBC? In 20 what? 18? When was his last fight with the PBC? 2021? So he had a fight a year. They aged out Pacquiao and then set him up at the end. Y'all. Man, like boxing is dirty, man. Boxing is dirty. And then set him up at the end to get his name on Udanis Ugas resume to try to sell a fight for Errol Spence Jr. Come on, bro. Just to try to sell a fight for Errol Spence Jr. They played Manny Pacquiao. Y'all better think about what happened. What happened in that situation? Errol Spence Jr. mysteriously get a retinal injury after we see him getting beat up in sparring by a Pacquiao-like fighter, right? Remember that. Go back to the sparring. It was a little sparring section leaked. The guy had on, I think the guy had on blue and Earl's had on red. But Errol Spence Jr. was getting beat up in sparring by a Pacquiao-like fighter. And then he mysteriously got a retinal injury. And then they pulled him out of the fight a week or two before he was about to fight Manny Pacquiao. And what is Errol Spence Jr.? A southpaw, right? A southpaw who's not a great counterpuncher. And what did they change the boxer into? An orthodox counterpuncher. And they gave Pacquiao, who been out the ring 2 years, what? Yeah, like almost 2 years, 2 weeks to prepare for an orthodox counterpuncher. And y'all don't think he got set up? Come on, bro. Y'all don't think that Pacquiao got set up? Pacquiao's whole reason was signing to the PBC was to try to get that Mayweather second rematch. And what did they do? They didn't give him that rematch. They played him out to get his name on Udenis Ugas' resume to try to sell the fight for Spence. Come on. Why? Because they could have fought. Think about this. Udenis Ugas and Errol Spence Jr. could have fought before Pacquiao. They was going to fight. Remember, they was going to fight before Pacquiao. But Crawford was chasing Pacquiao. Pacquiao priced himself out. Then it comes to find out that the money wasn't real, right? The money wasn't even in the escrow account, right? Even though the fight wasn't going to go down anyway. See, y'all got to understand, bro. See, like, I really analyzed this shit, and the fight wasn't going to go down anyway. You know why? Because Manny Pacquiao was on the PBC, and Terrence Crawford was on who? Top Rank. So that wasn't going to go down anyway. Regardless of all the bullshit, it wasn't going to go. It was all smoke and mirrors. It was all bluff and propaganda to try to make this man on the screen look bad. It's literally a plot against this man. Right? They sent out Manny Pacquiao to bluff him. Come on. Don't you remember when he said, like, hey, man, like, you know, like, just be patient. Just be patient. Hey, I'm trying to work on something with Manny Pacquiao. You feel what I'm saying? And then the thing came out that Manny Pacquiao wanted 20. He like, okay. And then the purse got up to 50. Manny Pacquiao wanted 40. Right? Priced himself completely out the thing because he already knew he couldn't take the fight anyway. He signed with the PBC. It's just smoke and mirror tactics. It's bullshit, man. Remember, Pacquiao had one more fight with the PBC. That was against Udenis Ugas. His last fight with the PBC was against Udenis Ugas. So how can he fight Terrence Bud Crawford if they had this side of the street thing going on? He couldn't. It was smoke and mirrors. It was bullshit. But this is, this is how they play with the casual fan mind. But you can't play with my mind, right? Because I analyze and I understand boxing. I understand these crooks, right? Al Heyman, Eddie, Bob, Frank, Oscar, Floyd, all of them, So come on. Think about that one, right? They played Pacquiao. They got him, They got him. They got him. Good. Now, just imagine if Bud Crawford goes and sign. Okay, what'd you say, 913? I apologize, brother. But if Bud signs, grabbing the chips off your bed for real, exactly, bro. Man, but just imagine if Bud signs to the PBC, a 3-fight deal with the PBC. He's about to turn 35. When you think he gonna get that Errol Spence Jr. fight? You think he gonna get it at 35? What about 36? 37? 38? Yeah. Yeah, he'll probably get it at 38. Right? Yeah, he'll probably get that fight at 38 years old. Come on, man. Don't fall for it, Bud. But Bud, man, I think that Bud is too intelligent for that. You know, like people look at Bud like he's a dummy. Like it's like, no, bro, he's a very intelligent man. Very intelligent. And I'm pretty sure that Bud, he know what he's doing. You feel me? And you got to, you know, like he doesn't want to sign a long-term deal with Mayweather or the PBC. And that's what's probably holding up the fights, you guys. Like that, and on the side, you know, and on the other side, Spence really don't want the fight. And Al Heyman them, they really don't want the fucking fight. They got a good thing going with Texas. They got a great thing going with Texas. Right? They got a great thing going. I can't lie. I can't even deny that because, you know, the ErrolSexuals are in full effect. They in every comments. I mean, like I said, mine, you know, because my channel probably so little, but they everywhere. Right? They in full effect. So I don't think Al want to risk that, man. It's only going to get bigger. You know, look, as long as they can keep on playing with their mind, it's only going to get bigger. It's only going to get more lucrative, you know? And, I mean, shit, like, at the end of the day, let's be honest. Let's be honest, you guys. Let's be totally honest. Would you do it? If you a promoter and you know your fighter is going to get his ass whooped, right? And this guy is going to take everything you got in the welterweight division. Everything. He's going to take it all. Even your market. Right? Even the Texas market. He's going to take it all. And he's not signed to you. Would you do it? Somebody write it in the comment section. Would you do it? If you know Errol Spence Jr. can't beat him, would you still risk that? I'm just putting it out there like that, you know, because I got the, you know, I just look at both sides of the coin. It's like, okay, I understand, you know, I mean, Crawford is a dangerous man, a very dangerous guy, very dangerous. And it's like, I have to put myself in them shoes. You feel what I'm saying? I try to put myself in them shoes sometimes. And it's like, damn, would I do it? It's like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If I know Earl can't beat him and all I got is these belts in the welterweight, that's all the PBC got in the welterweight division is belts. That's all they got is belts. Because they're not fighting nobody. They having a big ass round robin. They not fighting nobody. They fighting each other over and over and over. They not fighting nobody. Right? They not fighting nobody outside the PBC, which can tell us if they really good or not. But if you fighting the same fighter, I mean, come on, bro. Of course you gonna know how to beat him. You done fought him 2 times already. It's like, come on. Right? So I just want to, hey, like, like I hope that didn't disappoint a lot of people, when I put it on the other perspective. Like, would you do it? Because that's really risky. It's really, 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 really risky, And I want to see the fight bad as hell, but at the same time, I can't blame Al. I'm mad as hell at Al. I am. But I can't blame him either. I'm mad, but can't blame him. It's like, damn, bro. Because to be honest with you, if I had a fighter I probably wouldn't do it. I'd be like, hey, bro, check this out. We not messing with that guy. He gonna knock you out. Why would I want to give him all 4 of the belts and he leave and now he's really the excuse me. Now he's really the cash cow. Just imagine Crawford beat Spence, take all the belts, undisputed and lineal. They got to pay that man. They really got to pay him now. Right? And we already know the PBC is all about their belts. And Al Heyman is cheap. Right, when it comes down to Crawford and, and Spence and guys like that, who ain't really a big pay-per-view draws like Canelo or something like that, But, bro, like, I just look at it just, I just get just wrapped up in this boxing. That's why I got to take a break, you guys, sometimes. I got to take a break. It's like, man, because my mind just started thinking. I'll just be thinking about all these scenarios, all these, like, damn. This going on, this going on, this going on. He lying, this person lying. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but Crawford needs to just, if he can't get this fight with Spence, just move on up and force the WBO to give you that mandatory shot, for the belt. And just become a 4-time champion, 1-time undisputed, bro. Because that's probably all you're going to be able to accomplish. Messing around with the PBC, that's probably all they're going to give you. I mean, for real. Man, because if you move up to 154, Charlo or Tim Tszyu, he's going to drop the belt. They both going to drop the belt. They both going to drop the belt at the request of Al Heyman. Right, like the other dude, damn, I forgot his name. The dude at 160 who dropped his belt and he was never the same. Damn, man, like his name is on the tip of my tongue. I just can't remember the dude's name. Damn. If any of y'all know his name in the chat, just put it in the chat. Dark skinned dude at 160. And he got beat up by I think he got beat up by that white guy from the UK. And he had the WBC belt, and Al Heyman asked him to vacate the belt, and he was never the same fighter. Just like y'all don't think that Al Heyman made Keith Thurman vacate that WBC? You don't think he got paid to vacate that WBC? Of course. Of course Keith Thurman got paid to vacate the WBC. You know why he got paid to vacate that belt? So Sean Porter and Danny Garcia can take it on. Yeah, and there you go, 913. There you go. I knew somebody knew it. Kid Chocolate, Peter Quillen. Exactly. Him. He asked this man to vacate his belt. He was never the same again. Killed his career. Al Heyman killed this man's career. Right? Killed his paydays and killed his career. Come on, bro. I don't know what he was getting paid on the back end or nothing like that. But as far as him, getting fights and all that, like Kid Chocolate wasn't getting nothing else after that belt. Come on, bro. He killed him. Killed him off. But yeah, just just think about it. Man, just think about the Keith Thurman situation. Just think, man, I want people to really use their noggin. Use your brain. My subscribers already know y'all use your brain, But this is for the people who look at the video, who ain't subscribed to the channel. Oh yeah, and like the video, you guys. Yeah. Like the video for your boy. Like the stream. This is for the people, for them people. Use your brain. Keith Thurman got injured in the ring versus Danny Garcia. Remember Danny Garcia was bragging about how they broke his elbow and all that, all that. Right? Keith Thurman won the belt from Danny. Remember, he won the belt from Danny Garcia. He vacated the belt, and then Danny Garcia took on Sean Porter for the belt after he just lost it. Oh, yeah, but Danny Jacobs gave him that work. Yeah, oh, yeah, that's who it was. Yeah, that's who it was. 913. Yeah, it was Danny Jacobs. It was Danny Jacobs, my bad. Thought it was Andy Lee, though. I think that was to do with Andy Lee. Or did he knock out Andy Lee? Did he eventually get Andy Lee? But wait, hold on, you guys. Hold on. Yeah, you guys, I apologize. But yeah, man, yeah, so just think about that. Think about this though. Just think about this. This is how you know when you got favoritism from a sanctioning body, or you in good graces, with a promoter, and they paying they paying these sanctioning bodies, to keep you, with these belts. Just look at Errol Spence Jr. Look at Keith Thurman. Now look at Errol Spence Jr. Keith Thurman got injured in the ring fighting another fighter in the ring and had to vacate his WBC belt that he just won from that fighter that he just was fighting, Danny Garcia. He had just won the WBC belt and vacated it, right? Now look at Errol Spence Jr. Got injured outside of the ring on his own. He wasn't in no ring when he got injured. No, he got injured outside the ring. Right? He haven't took on a mandatory for the IBF in 4 years. But he still got all 3 of those belts. Nobody even put pressure on him to vacate. My bad, you guys. Like, my damn daughter unplugged the internet. Yeah, man. But like I was saying, y'all got to look at that situation. Just look at the situation. You don't think that Earl Spence Jr. is in favoritism with Al Heyman? Of course. Y'all don't think that Al Heyman has paid the IBF, to keep quiet about the mandatory? Of course. Come on, this man haven't took on an IBF mandatory since Ocampo. Ocampo is before Lamont Peterson. Think about that. This man haven't took on a mandatory in 4 years. And he's able to just squeak on by. The IBF don't want to, they don't want to strip him. He don't have to vacate. It's nothing. And Jerron Boots Ennis is sitting right there. Right? That's why they don't want him to vacate. That's why he can't give up. That's why he don't want to give up that belt. Right? Because they already know that Jerron Boots Ennis going to pick it up. Then that's just another fighter, to go through. Right? So just really analyze that one right there. Really analyze that one right there. Keith Thurman won his belt, had to vacate it in less than a year, and he got injured in the ring. Right? Errol Spence Jr. won his belt and was out the ring for over a year. Over a year off something that he did to himself. Not in the ring. I'm glad the brother all right, but he did it to himself. Outside the ring, and he still was able to hold on to all his straps, all his belts. Nobody trashed him. Nobody said, Errol Spence Jr., you have to vacate that IBF belt because you haven't took on no mandatory in 4 years. Nobody is putting no pressure on this man whatsoever. His first mandatory should be Jerron Boots Ennis because he haven't took on an IBF mandatory in 4 years. Do people really understand that? You're supposed to take on a mandatory every year. He ain't took on one in 4. Why is he so special? Why don't he get a pass? Hell no. He don't get no pass. No, he don't get no pass. We got to hold all these boxers accountable. Right? Salute 10K. Stevenson versus Floyd, both in their prime. Who takes it? Stevenson versus Floyd. Floyd. I'm going to still give it to Floyd. Like Floyd, Stevenson defensive as hell, but Floyd defensive too, but he also a lot more offensive. He can get a lot more offensive. Excuse me. Yeah, man, but we got to really think about that. Now, why ain't these ErrolSexuals holding Errol Spence Jr. feet to the fire? Why? Why do he get a pass? Like for real, like why he can just walk around and just, he's not accountable for nothing. Oh man, but nobody boy Shakur. Oh no, man, man. Like I just feel like it's just, like Shakur good. I just think that he's just too defensive at times. Right? Shakur, he don't want to get hit too much at times, right? So he don't let his hands go as much as he should, in my opinion, because he quick as hell. And he can get up. Shakur should be knocking a lot of more dudes out. You know what I'm saying? But he's so defensive that He don't go for it, right? So he don't, right? Because when you go for a knockout, it's a chance you can get knocked out, right? See, and that's the thing. It's a chance you can get knocked out. It's a chance you can get clipped when you opening up and you know what I'm saying? And Shakur, he's just not comfortable with that. And, hey, that probably just get him through his whole boxing career. I mean, right now, he's trying to be Floyd at 35, shit, but he in his 20s, but he's trying to be Floyd at 35. Hopefully he get more aggressive. And I think he gonna grow into his grown man strength. To be honest, I think he gonna grow into that, and he's gonna get more powerful as he go up in age. That's just what I think about Shakur. I think he's gonna get more powerful as he get older. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it seemed like with Crawford. In my honest opinion, it seemed like as he got older, he got stronger, and he got more knockouts. Like he just getting more knockouts than ever now. Right. So yeah, man, but that's just a game of the PBC, y'all. So at the end of the day, I don't know if this fight gonna happen or not. I want it to happen. I really want it to happen, but that Texas market too big to risk. Terrence Bud Crawford don't want to be right. He don't want to be waiting on these 1.5 million guarantees, 2 million guarantees. No, he's used to getting paid more than that. And if you ain't gonna give him more than that, then I don't think he's gonna take it. That's just my opinion. Right? How do people expect Terrence Bud Crawford to go from making $6 million versus Sean Porter, who was his mandatory, to making $1.5-2 million for Errol Spence Jr. for Undisputed? Is you out your rabbit mind? You got to be crazy. You have to be insane to think, something like that. Right? Oh, man, he's going to go. No, man. He's pricing himself out. He want $30 million. Huh? No, you just making up stuff. You're not in negotiations. You don't have nobody that's close to negotiations, right? Your sources is a lie. Your sources is made up boogeyman, right? So come on. You don't have no sources. We all can have sources. This is boxing. Somebody knows somebody that knows somebody. It's not hard. It's not hard to get some information. But you guys get the same information that we get, but y'all just sit back in a room and just think on how to spin it. How can I spin this? Right? Just like for Fanon the other day. Mike Tyson, go and visit Terrence Crawford for his birthday so he can take pictures with the kids. Right? So he can enjoy the kids, and give back to the... Oh man, but Mike Tyson is teaching him some tricks. Mike Tyson is... It's like, bro, y'all that scared? Mike Tyson don't need to teach Crawford nothing. Crawford know everything. He's a historian of boxing. Don't y'all get it? He's a historian. He has looked at a lot of boxing over the years. You can tell. You can actually tell Crawford has looked at a lot of boxing over the years. A lot. Just by his styles. You can tell he looked at a lot of old school boxers too. A lot of them. Shakur needs to settle more into the pro style of boxing and still amateur pro. Yeah. You get 913. Yeah. Yeah, but still kind of like that little pity pat style. Yeah, man, he kind of like too defensive. He get too defensive at times. Devin Haney, he get that way too. Devin Haney, they get too defensive. Right? Tank kind of got, you know, like a little defensive against Rolly. I mean, to be honest, right? He kind of, but it could have just been a, you know, like a little tactic for Tank, whatever, just to bait him in, right? To run him into that left hand. Man, and Rolly sure did it. Rolly jumped into that left hand, man. Like, man, and he couldn't even walk after the fight. Damn, Rolly, I'm sorry, man. Rolly, go and get some smelling sauce, man. You'll be all right, brother. Right? But yeah, man, but man, we got to really understand, you guys, that Floyd Mayweather, he won his hands in this. And, you know, but like he just came out he just came out on another Fight Hype video I just heard. And he was talking about, you know, your own promoter. And, you know, he was talking about, I mean, like Floyd is really talking a lot now, right? About this PBC stuff. Like, I'm like, okay, man. He really flexing this, you know, he flexing his muscles now. Hey, I'm not mad at you, Floyd. You know, do your thing, bro. Do your thing. But I think it's just something that he got against Errol Spence Jr. For real, you guys. And but wait, hold on, you guys. Hold on. Yeah, you guys, but I think he got something against Errol Spence Jr. I really think he tired of Errol Spence Jr. riding that wave or that sparring. Right? You feel what I'm saying? I really think he tired of Errol Spence Jr. riding that wave. Right. And then with Errol Spence Jr., when he came up with that statement a few years ago, right? And then they replayed the video, right? Like, Floyd Mayweather don't sign my checks and Floyd take stuff like that personal. Y'all have to understand. Floyd take little stuff personal. Right? Floyd probably don't take nothing big personal, but it be the little shit. You be like, you mad off that? Yup. He shouldn't have said it. Right? Man, and that's what I think that Floyd, he's starting to look at Errol Spence Jr. and he like, this dude is feeling himself a little bit too much, right? When I gave him his first shine. Right? Because if it wasn't for that sparring session, who would Errol Spence Jr. be? Would he have any followers like this? Because at that time, I was an Errol Spence Jr. fan too. I'm not going to lie to nobody. I was an Errol Spence Jr. fan. I was a Terrence Crawford fan too. Because Crawford was at 40. At 140. So I was both of their fans. So it's like, you can't say, I mean, come on, bro. Like Earl switched up. Earl started acting diva-ish. I mean, he started acting like a diva. Started acting like he really the man, and he's not. He's not really the man. ErrolSexuals, hear me loud and clear. Your God, your Messiah, is not the man. It's all smoke and mirrors. Right? It's all smoke and mirrors. Al Heyman, you know, like he just got, that's another thing too. How do Al Heyman got all these fans? Why is everybody so down with the PBC when they not giving us jack? I mean, when they giving us jack, they not, bro, they not giving us nothing that we really want to see. But everybody is praising the PBC. Why? Because y'all think it's ran by a black man? It's not ran by Al Heyman. It's business partners all through the PBC. Al Heyman is just the one that's going to play with your emotions, right? Because he black. So you feel obligated to, oh, I got to support him. Oh, he's black. I got to support him. No, you don't. Even though he's not giving you nothing. Right? You keep on asking for that filet. You keep on asking for the filet mignon. You want it bad. And they're going to keep on serving you a hamburger. A dry one at that. They're going to keep on serving you a hamburger. And what most boxing fans going to do? Oh, that's good enough. Here, I'll pay for it. Even though you asked for a filet mignon. You willing to pay for a filet mignon. Your mouth is watering for the filet mignon. You want it bad. You like, I will give you, bro, I give you an extra couple dollars. I give you whatever for this filet mignon. And they keep on bringing you out a dry-ass hamburger. And you keep on saying, okay, I'll pay for it. I'm hungry. Not me. Not me. I want what I want. And I'm willing to pay for what I want. And if you can't give me what I want, middle finger to you. Right? Straight up. And that goes for a black promoter, a white promoter, an Asian promoter, a Indian promoter, a Puerto Rican promoter, a Cuban promoter. It don't matter to me at all. I'm not on that level. Do racism exist? Let me say this too. Do racism exist? Yes, it does. But I'm not pushing that on my channel. I know it exists, but I'm not pushing it on my channel. I'm not a black power pimp. I'm just giving you the real. Salute to blood boxing for that one. Black power pimp. Yeah, that's a blood boxing, saying right there. Don't you see how easy I can just give it up to people? You know what I'm saying? For they sayings and all that. It's no sweat. People come here, though. They steal my stuff and they don't even want it. Bro. It'd be sad and pathetic, though. Hey, it is what it is. But yeah, you guys. So we got to get, I don't know what's the next one. But what's the next big fight coming up? Really? Anthony Joshua versus Usyk. And I'm going for Anthony Joshua. But, it's a 50-50 fight. Well, Usyk, he can always, give him another boxing lesson and, probably stop him this time. I don't know. Probably stop him this time. But, yeah, you guys. So, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to, I just stay away from this boxing stuff, man, because it's just very disappointing at times, man, because you put your heart, you put your soul into this shit, man, and it's like, bro, you don't never get what you want. Never. And it's like, man, you want $150, Al? Give us the fucking fight. Excuse my language. But give us the damn fight. I'll give you $150. Here. You want it? Take it. Damn. Just to show you that black people support black fighters. And we gonna make this happen. This is a celebration. Come on, man. That's what people is like, bro. It really, See, I'm coming to the point, man, it really don't even matter who win no more, man. It's like, bro, this is just man, it's just a celebration. Just give us the fight, man, so we can, man, so I can party. Damn. So I can have all my homies over, you know, the ladies, and we have a big old party, and we just look at the fight. Two black, you know, athletes in their prime doing their thing. Damn, Al, you won 150 here. Take it. Right, but according to your little lackey, Tim Smith, we gonna steal it, huh? Come on, bro. Disrespectful. If that ain't disrespect, I don't know what disrespect is, you guys. Calling us thieves. Like we ain't gonna pay for it. Wow. Like I won't literally go on a campaign telling people to pay for this fight. We got to prove a point, you guys. We got to prove a point. Pay for this fight. If they give us what we want, everybody gonna be happy. Pay for it. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only channel that'll do it. And you already know how these casual fans is, how they, you know, how they believe everything these channels say. They gonna do it too. They gonna buy the fight. Right? Because it's follow the leader. They gonna buy it. I make videos, you know, let's just say everybody, you know, like we all get on the same page at that point. Right? Once the fight get made, we all get on the same page. Hey, bro, we have to sell the fight. Just to show these suits, if you give us what we want, everybody's going to be happy. Right? If you give us what we want, everybody going to be happy. We going to be happy because we got what we wanted. Y'all going to be happy because y'all got the money that y'all wanted. Everybody happy. Right? But until then, Al, it don't happen, man. Like you got to grow some cojones, Al, and you got to really get behind Errol Spence Jr. and start protecting this dude. Because I know you protecting him. I know you advising him not to step to this, you know, boogeyman right here, you know, the big bad wolf. I know you advising him not to do that, right? Floyd Mayweather, he trying to get him over there because if Floyd Mayweather get Terrence Crawford, it really don't matter what Errol Spence Jr. say. It really don't matter what Errol Spence Jr. say. If Mayweather can get Crawford on his team, it don't matter what Spence say. You fighting. Come on, bro. You fighting. Period. You fighting. Just like don't think that it's out the realm of possibility of him fighting Keith Thurman. Right? He been talking all this trash about, oh yeah, man, like that simp has shell. Man, knock it off, bro. You go by orders. Shut up and follow orders. Right? Shut up, sit down, follow orders, bro. Do what you told to do. Because you don't run nothing at the PBC. Just like Mayweather said in the interview at Fight Hype. Y'all don't think that Al Heyman called me with every business deal? Y'all don't think that y'all don't think I'm in the know? Of course he's in the know. He helped build the PBC. Is y'all crazy? Come on. Man, but Errol Spence Jr. needs to just humble himself. Chill on out. You see that he really didn't say nothing back to Floyd. Right? When Floyd said, yeah, man, like you're not your own promoter unless you do. Man, he was talking right to Earl. Right to Earl. He was talking to Earl a few times. Okay, now have Earl responded back to Floyd? No. Right? Because Al Heyman said, shut up. Shut up before you be in the doghouse. Right? You don't want to be like Adrian Broner, do you? Do you want to be like Adrian Broner? Spence? No, you don't. You don't want to be like AB. Begging for Floyd Mayweather, even though I think that's just all cap anyway, bro. Like AB always doing some stuff. Don't be surprised if he go to jail. Don't be surprised if he get a, some kind of criminal, some kind of fake criminal charge. Just just go back and look at all the fights before. Go and look at all the incidents before AB got into a fight. He always got racked up by the police. It's always something. It's to build interest in the fight. AB, he know how to do it too. They all know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? They all know how to do it, man. They learned it from Al, though. They all learned it from Al, man. But it's me. I'm just gonna say this. Damn shit, the police outside. Oh no, yeah, man. But it's bruh. This is just really sad. It's really sad because we've been wanting this fight, been begging for this fight for so long, right? So long. Then the ErrolSexuals, they always got goalposts. They just move it 10 yards back. Another 10, another 10, another 10. It's like, damn, bro, we ain't gonna never get to the goal line and see who the best welterweight is. Never. All because people want to push narratives, right? To try to grow their channel. Come on, man. If you tell it, well, I guess the truth should have, because my channel haven't grew like that, so I guess the truth doesn't travel, like that. People don't want to hear that. They want to hear narratives and spin, right? They want to hear a lot of bashing, a lot of bashing of a fighter that haven't did nothing to him. That's what they love to hear, that type of stuff. But yeah, man, I want to thank every last one of y'all for coming through, man. Salute, man. But we got to stop this stuff, you guys. Like, I just be taking breaks from this boxing because I'll be tired. For real. I'll be literally tired of this boxing. I'll be like, bro, this is, like Counterpunch Boxing said, man, it is the sport you love to hate. You love to hate this sport, man. I love it, but I hate it at the same time. Love it, but hate it at the same time. That's crazy. Like, because I love it, because I like the science in it, and I like the, like the skill form. Like the different skills and all that stuff. I like that part of it, but as far as the deals getting done and we getting the fights we want and this and that, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, man. So at this point, it's July 5th. Oh, excuse me. It's July 5th. We still haven't got a word on this fight. Terrence Crawford making statements. Errol Spence Jr., they making statements. Floyd Mayweather making statements. But we still haven't got an official statement saying that they gonna get in the ring and fight. So we have to just, we have to move on, man. As boxing fans. I want to see the fight so bad. But we have to move on. Right, we have to literally move on for this fight, you guys. Move on. Why? Because we didn't get it in a timely fashion. We still getting the runaround. They don't care about nothing. They don't care about nothing about the boxing fan. For real. Nothing. Like, and we make all these people rich. The boxing fan make all these people rich, but they don't care about us. They don't even want to give us a fight. And all these guys signed up to fight. Man, I'm just gonna leave it at there. I'm just gonna leave it there, you guys, because I'm getting kind of tired. Man, so salute to everybody who came through the chat. Hit that like button. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July, if you celebrated. You feel what I'm saying? And salute. Share. Hit that noti bell so you can be notified when I drop this reel. This is Odilog Sports Info. I'm gone, you guys.